Hello, friends. Today I want to share something truly special with you, the parable of the sower. This timeless story found in Matthew 13:1-23, Mark 4:1-25, and Luke 8:4-17 holds the keys to understanding how we can deepen our relationship with God. One day, Jesus stood by Lake Galilee and began to teach the crowds. Many of them were farmers. So he used a farming story to convey his message. Once there was a farmer who went out to plant some grain seed, Jesus began. As the farmer spread the seeds, some fell on a hard path where birds quickly ate them up. Other seeds fell on rocky ground. They sprouted, but the roots were too shallow and the sun scorched them. Some seeds fell among thorn bushes. They grew, but the thorns choked them, making them unfruitful. But some seeds landed in good, clean soil, where they grew and bore fruit, some 30, some 60, and others 100 grains. Pay attention to what God is saying to you. Jesus concluded. Later, when the crowd had dispersed, Jesus' friends asked why he used stories to teach. Jesus explained, "In my stories, you are receiving the keys to living in God's kingdom here on earth. But many people who don't care about God's kingdom will hear my stories and never understand them. God really wants you to understand these stories." Jesus then explained the parable. The farmer represents anyone who shares God's message. Some people are like the hard path. As soon as they hear the message, Satan takes it away. It's like it goes in one ear and out the other. Some people are like the rocky ground. They receive the message gladly, but when trouble comes, they abandon God immediately. Others are like the thorn bushes. They hear the message, but it's choked out by worries, love of money, and other desires, so they remain unfruitful. However, some people are like the good, clean soil. They hear the message, receive it, and live their lives by it, bearing fruit, some a little, some even more, and some a lot. Jesus emphasized the importance of sharing God's message, saying, "Does anyone put his lamp under a basket or under the bed? Doesn't he put it on the lampstand?" In the end, God will judge how people share his light. Listen to what God is saying to you. Jesus repeated. Pay attention to what you hear. The same rules you use to judge others will be used by God to judge you, but with much more serious consequences. Jesus concluded by saying, the person who pays close attention to God will grow into a stronger relationship with him. But people who don't pay attention will find their relationships with God withering away. Lord, please help us to love paying attention to you and living for you. What helps me pay closer attention to God is taking some time every day to be alone with him and to focus my attention solely on him. In my life, I have often been spiritually obtuse, but when I stubbornly keep this simple discipline, I experience spiritual growth. Little by little, God will have his way. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed.